Hey everyone, and welcome to this evening's opportunity call. My name is Darren Foy. I'm going to take the opportunity call this evening. Excuse me. I'm going to give you guys a quick insight into ARIIX, its business, a little bit of background about network marketing for maybe some of you guys that aren't, fully familiar with the industry. A little bit about the branding structure that ARIIX has, which is unique, and then also the compensation plan, which is how we're rewarded. So let me begin by opening up the first slides that hopefully you guys can see and give you an insight into ARIIX and a little bit about network marketing. So I came across the industry of network marketing just over 3 years ago now, and I stumbled across the industry because I was in a desperate situation at that point in time, which was late 2013, entering 2014. I had a couple of traditional businesses, myself and my partner Lisa. We had 2 children at the time, Harry and Jack. That's now 3. And we'd lost our businesses. We couldn't put food on the table, barely. We couldn't pay our mortgage. We could barely pay the gas and the electricity. And we realized that something needed to change. However, we weren't really in a position to get a new business up and running again. And then one of Lisa's friends actually shared the opportunity of network marketing with us. And we didn't know a lot about the industry. However, we seen an opportunity to make a little bit of extra money. And that's how it started out for us, was the opportunity to make a little bit of extra income, to be able to pay our mortgage, cover a couple of bills, just give us a bit of breathing space, allow us to figure out what we were going to do. 2 weeks after getting started, we found ourselves in a place where we had our home repossessed. We had 4 months to stay in that home. And at that point, we realized that we didn't know anything about network marketing. However, we realized we had an opportunity to create an income. And it was either for me, go back to work and I see my kids from morning to night, or follow on and just continue with network marketing, not really knowing what I was doing, but yet being able to understand that I had an opportunity to create an income. So we've done the latter, and within 8 weeks, we were earning enough money to pay our mortgage, cover some bills, give us a little bit of breathing space and flexibility. And over the last 3 years, we've developed a lot. We've learned a lot about the industry, and we've helped and supported hundreds of other people to do the same, whether it's, earn a little bit of an extra income or earn a big enough income to be able to make this a full-time profession, as some of you guys may want to do. So let me share a little bit about ARIIX. And ARIIX was founded in July 2011, so we're just about 6 years old now. The guy in the top right that you see is Tim Sales. So Tim Sales is the master representative in ARIIX. He's like the #1 representative in ARIIX, and he's been in the industry for nearly 30 years. He's got this program called the Brilliant Compensation, which basically explains a little bit about network marketing. He's most known for that program. He's also wrote policies and procedures for markets such as Dubai on network marketing. He's consulted with over 200 companies on their trainings and their structures and their systems, etc. So he knows a lot about the industry, and for him to choose ARIIX meant a lot for me when I was making a decision to partner with ARIIX, having had some experience in the industry. And ARIIX was born out of the desire to have a true partnership between the corporate entity, the company, and the representatives or the field. And that came from these 7 people that you see at the bottom of your screen now. And they're from left to right. Our CEO, Dr. Fred Cooper, he's the guy that designed the compensation plan that I'll share with you guys in a couple of moments. And then the lady in the picture that you see, that's Deanna Latson. She's our Chief Product Officer. She's the one that designs each and every single product and makes a decision on all the ingredients that go into every product. And ARIIX have been in the top 100 MLM for the last couple of years. And generally, to get into the top 100 MLMs, obviously you have to be around, you have to be doing over 100 million. And we also have this auto delivery program, which is the ability to be able to be active and get paid every single month. And that can be met through some retail sales or some customers. And again, it's a very low cost in comparison to a lot of other companies in the industry. Between the executives and Tim Sales, there's over 100 years experience in the industry. We've got support, training, tools, everything is available. High quality and good quality products that are certified NSF and OTC and FDA, like I'll talk about in the next slide. A brand strategy, like I'll talk about in the next slide. The voted the #1 compensation plan in the industry. And we also have a bill of rights, which is the ability to be able to say, I truly own my business, which is, very rare inside the industry and network marketing, because no other company has it. We've won multiple Stevie's Choice Awards for, Innovative Executive of the Year, team management, whether it might have been websites or certain products, but we've won multiple Stevie's Awards. And They're like the Oscars for business. And we've also got a core four, which is basically healthy body, personal development, generous heart, and strong finances, which when you tie those four elements together, then you get ARIIX's vision statement and mission statement. And the markets we're currently opening, which will give you an insight into, what you can do is Europe, the United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Russia, Japan, China, Korea, to name a few. And that means not only can you build wherever it is that you're plugging in from, but equally what you can also do is you can build in any of the markets that ARIIX are opening. The brands that we have are 6 unique different brands. It's a little bit like maybe an example that people will recognize, maybe a little bit like Coca-Cola, say, where you've got Coca-Cola and then inside of Coca-Cola, you've got like Fanta, you've got the Sana water, you've got multiple different brands that people don't even know are underneath the Coca-Cola umbrella. And like ARIIX, the opportunity company, as they're known, there's 6 different brands. The first one is Nutrify, which is our nutrition and supplementation range. Inside of there, we've got products such as MOA, which stands for Mother of All. 34 superfoods inside of a bottle of liquid dense nutrition supplement. Everybody that takes MOA gets different benefits because everybody's body requires different supplementation to perform at an optimal level. We've also got supplements in there such as ARIIX, which is a great detox supplement, contains activated charcoals, zeolite, spirulina, to give you a good cleanse and detox. And then we've got Rejuvenex, which contains 12 superfruits, L-theanine, green coffee bean extract, to give you that natural energy enhancement without the spike and then the crash. And we've also got then Slenderize, which is our weight management brand. So Slenderize contains day and night drops, which is basically you take the day drops before your meals during the day, and then you take your night drops an hour and a half before you go to bed. Personally, I tried the beta test of these products with the company back in April 2016. And my personal experience was over a 28-day period, I lost 18 pounds. So just over a little over a stone, a little shy of a stone and a half. And I've done so through changing my eating habits, exercising a little bit more, and then obviously introducing the drops. And then we also have Pure Nourish, our vegan-friendly shake. So for people that maybe want to shake every day or, use it before or after they go to the gym, it's a vegan-friendly shake. And again, quite an attractive, packaging, and also the shakes are attractive because the fact that they're vegan-free and they're gluten-free. Then we have Revive, which is our personal care range, certified organic. And again, something that so many people nowadays are interested in. Certified organic ranges of toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. And the reason for that is that before we even leave the bathroom in the morning, we're exposed to like 200 chemicals. And, that's through the products that we use. We wash our hair with, we brush our teeth with, we put on our body before we go out the door. And so many people nowadays are looking to the alternative, the certified organic range, because they don't want to be putting those chemicals on their body, realizing that the skin isn't actually a barrier, it's a carrier. Then we have Prime, which is our essential oils range. So Prime contains 4 different oils. So from left to right, as you see them, the blue bottle on the left is ice. Ice is great for a reduction of lactic acid. Then we got Escape, which is great for reduction of tension, stress, headaches, etc. Then we've got Sentry, which is the red bottle. Sentry is great for boosting the immune system. It's great for, spraying on your dog and making sure your dog's coat is clean. It also can be used for worktops, countertops, floors. And I also use it when I travel. And then lastly is Calm. So that's the purple bottle that you see. Calm is great for helping people to sleep. And again, as the name says, it's a calming effective oil. So we use it for a 3-year-old to help him sleep at night. He's usually up and out of bed, a couple of times. And we've been using it with him over the last year, and we've noticed a massive increase in his sleeping habits. And then we've got Water and Air, which is our purity range. So we've got an air purification system, the only 11-stage filtration system on the market, which is going to remove 99.994% of, bacteria, particles, gases from the air. It can be used in a 1,300 square foot home. It'll clean the home in like 20 to 30 minutes. And again, it can also be used in the working environment, so in business. So it can be home and business related. And then we also have our Purity Water. So these are the new ones that are going to be launched in the next couple of weeks. And it'll remove 99.994% of all the, bacteria, nasties, parasites that you find in water. And understand this, that I didn't understand it when I got started, but I've come to learn and be educated on it, was that there's over 188 bottled water companies out there right now. And very few of those, less than one handful, will actually disclose where they source their water from. And also understand that, I don't know if it's the same where you're plugging in from, but where I live in Ireland, The tap water is way more regulated than the bottled water, which is, you know, scary to think, because I've got 3 children who all drink water each and every single day. So obviously I want to make sure that they're drinking clean and pure water. And then we also have Jove, which is our last brand. So Jove is our revolutionary skincare range. It contains a dark spot and brightening cream, and it also contains a tightening serum. So the dark spot and brightening cream, the dark spot corrector and brightening cream, that can replace things such as like a day cream, an eye cream, a night cream, a primer, multiple products that you probably have on shelf or in your cupboard right now. And then when you introduce the instant tightening serum as well, and again, this is you know, completely clean. We have a never ever list of ingredients that you won't find inside of Jove. So you'll find, you know, completely clean ingredients in there, like radish root, coral grass, snow algae. When you combine both the tightening serum and the dark spot corrector together, you can get a reduction of up to 63% of fine lines and wrinkles over a period of 42 days. So, you know, when people use these, they get great results, and, you know, it's a long lasting effect because of compounds. But ARIIX also have certain certificates with them, such as GMO free for the shakes, NSF approved, OTC and FDA is where we manufacture in those approved facilities, certified halal, ISO, USP, BSCG for maybe some sports professionals. And the reason that ARIIX will manufacture in OTC and FDA approved facilities, even though we have no requirement to, is purely because they want to be registered with these facilities so that they can actually exceed the minimum requirements that are demanded of them, so that they can show that they're, you know, they're focused on delivering the highest quality products to the market today. We've also won multiple awards, whether it's Jove for transparency in our practices of manufacturing, Slenderize for the best weight loss product, or Purity Air for the most innovative product in inner spaces and health benefits. So there's multiple different benefits, again, some Stevie Awards there that ARIIX have won in relation to some products. And lastly, we have our compensation plan. So the ARIIX compensation plan was designed by this guy that you see in the top right of your screen, Dr. Fred Cooper. Dr. Fred Cooper had consulted with over 100 companies inside of the industry before he actually founded ARIIX in 2011. So he consulted with those companies to understand the, you know, the pros, the cons, and how they can enhance their compensation plan. So obviously, when he came to design an ARIIX's compensation plan, he realized what worked and what didn't work with certain companies. And ARIIX is a multi-line system. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the compensation plan. I'm just going to give you a complete overview. But understand this, is that ARIIX is the only company that I'm aware of today that pays out 50 cents in every dollar. So that's 50% of all the money they take, they pay back out to representatives. The compensation plan has 8 different elements that I'll go through right now. Again, don't worry if you don't understand them all. The idea of tonight's call is just to give you an overview of what it is that we do and how it works, so you can understand the structuring. So first is base commissions, which basically means we get paid 15% on all of our pay line volume. So you can start with 1 pay line or up to 4 pay lines. The opportunity and the choice is with you. So the more pay lines, the more potential money. Each pay line, you can make up to $2,000, which is about €1,800, £1,400 each and every single week. So that's base commissions. Then we have ASAP and team lead bonus. So we just combine them just for, you know, just for this presentation, just to let you know that ASAP and team lead bonus combined together are what help people. It's what's paid to you for helping people to get started and get the initial customers that they need to get their business up off the ground. And then we've got number 4, which is matching bonus, which is basically like being an educator or a teacher in a classroom of students. And the better you are imparting your skill set and knowledge onto other people as to what it is that we do, through recommendations and, you know, referrals and, you know, using the products and consuming the products, the better you are at, you know, implanting that skill set on other people, the more money you can make through matching bonus. So if I was to enroll, say, Lisa today, and I helped Lisa make $1,000 this week, because I personally enrolled her, I'd make 15%, which is $150. If Lisa had then enrolled Sinead, and Sinead made $1,000 this week, I would make 10%, because Sinead is what's called second generation to me, because Lisa had personally enrolled Sinead. And that works down as far as 7 generations. So 15% on the first generation, 10% on the second, and 5% for generation 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And again, as I say, you know, the matching bonus for me is probably the most lucrative bonus, but it's one that you have to put some time into, because you got to show other people how to become successful at what it is that you do. And then we've got savings bonus, which is once you're making over $250 a week, the company will take an additional 15% and they will save it for you. You know, for me, I found it hugely beneficial because usually for me, and probably most likely for many of you guys, when you're earning money, it usually gets spent twice as fast as you earn it. So to have the company save an additional 15% for me and put it away and then give access to it to me once it hits $10,000 meant that I'd probably more savings right now than I've had in the last 3 or 4 years combined. And, you know, it's the ability to be able to get that $10,000 paid to you and, you know, pay off some debts, go on a family holiday, put a down payment on a car, a deposit on a house, whatever it may be for you. And then we've got Payline and income position bonus, which are 3% of worldwide sales put together and again paid out to you based on the stability and the security that you build inside your business, how many other people that you help, you support, you help them create success. That's what Payline and income position bonus are. And lastly, we have auto balancing. So auto balancing is basically the ability to be able to make the most amount of money for any personal recommendations that you make, which then transacts as a sale or a retail sale, as we call it. So therefore, it makes sure that you're going to make the most amount of money for any of the sales that you make. And tonight's call, just, you know, it was a quick 15 minutes so far, so we'll finish in under the 20 minutes. But tonight's call was purely just to give you guys an overview of ARIIX, a little bit about the company, the brands, and the compensation plan. And, you know, what I want to say to you is after tonight's call, we've got a group, which is you know, whoever it was that invited you onto tonight's call can add you into this group. There'll be some playlists on the brands, depending on which brand you're interested in. There's some compensation plan videos if you want to delve a little bit deeper into that. There's some testimonial videos. And I've also recorded some videos which will explain, you know, why MLM, why network marketing, you know, why ARIIX. And then also, you know, certain questions that always get asked, such as, you know, I may not have the time to do this. How can I do it if I don't think I have the time? Or I'm not too sure if I can do this, which are, you know, common questions we get asked. And generally that just comes back to belief. But if you get asked to be added into the group, have a look around to see what it is that is it or not for you, make a decision for you. Because all we want to do is give you enough information to make an informed and educated decision for you. You know, from the hundreds of people that we've helped with ARIIX and, you know, probably the thousands of people over the last couple of years have been involved in the industry, what we know for sure is that network marketing is a great way to be able to either, you know, increase the income of people, to live life a little bit freer, have a little bit more choice and live life on their terms. Whether it's to make £50 a week or a couple of £100 a week, just to breathe a little bit easier and have a little bit more money at the end of your month rather than month at the end of your money. Or it's something that you want to pursue full time, you know, which takes a bit of time because you got to understand it's a career, it's a profession like anything else, and you got to acquire those skills. And, you know, ARIIX is, just to close out, ARIIX's mission statement and their vision statement is all about this core four, unleashing human potential for good. And it starts with a healthy body. It starts with using the products, because inside of network marketing in the industry that we're in, you can only become successful if you use and recommend, because that's the industry we're in. We're in the recommendation business. And then we've got personal development, which is understanding what I just said. It's a profession, it's a career. It takes a bit of time. Understand you need to develop some skills. I hadn't got the skills when I got started. What I now know is that if you knew me 3 years ago, you don't know me now, because I'm a different person for the better. And that can happen to you too. And personal development is understanding the industry, you, how to become a success, and then just helping other people is where Generous Heart comes in. Because once you start to understand and use and recommend the products, you begin to develop yourself. You can then help other people to do the exact same. And that's what network marketing is about. And if you look after those three, healthy body, personal development, and generous heart, strong finances will look after itself. But sometimes we see too often inside the industry and network marketing, because it's my business and I want to create a success, so many people can come in and just chase the strong finances. And if you do so, usually it'll run twice as fast as you. So my recommendation to everybody is come in, get to know the products, understand the products, get some benefits from the product, tell some people about it, share your story with some people, and then help other people to do the exact same. And, you know, my wish for everybody is that whether ARIIX is for you or not, it's just that you make an informed and educated decision for you, because we're in the information business where we can provide you with the information so that you can make a decision for you. And what I request for everybody is just get any questions answered that you need. Go back to the person that put you on the call, ask them to add you to this Facebook group where you can see videos, testimonials, maybe some people that you can relate to. And if ARIIX is for you, we welcome you along the journey. You know, we're excited to partner with you. We're looking forward to helping you to create success. And for whatever reason, if you don't think ARIIX is for you, you know, I just want to wish you all the best in whatever it is that you decide to pursue. But maybe you might be interested in using some of the products that ARIIX have, because they will make a difference with you. And, what I want to say in closing is I appreciate for all you guys jumping on the call this evening. Be it Valentine's Day, February 14th. There's probably 1,000,001 other places that you could have been tonight, but you decided to be with us to learn a little bit about ARIIX. I hope we've provided some value to you, given you enough information to make a decision, or at least to think, I want to find out a little bit more before I make a decision. And whatever it is you decide to do with the rest of your evening, I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday evening. Thank you for being with us for those 20 minutes this evening. I hope we provided some value to you. And I look forward to partnering with some of you guys really soon and seeing some of you in the group getting your questions answered.